Today, you will learn how to make a 360 tour in CoSpaces. So, this project is about the Galleria Mall, and as you can see, there's a 360 view of this parking. So first, when you click the book, it says about the mall. This is the Galleria Mall, and as you can see, there are people walking to the entrance. Click the sign if you would like to go to the entrance. The Galleria Mall is where many people like to shop. So then if we click the entrance, there's another book. Entry. Where would you like to go? If you want to go to the Apple Store, then click the crown. If you want to go to Macy's, click the lightning bolt. And lastly, if you want to go to skating, then click the snowflake. So let's say I wanted to go to Macy's. Then I click the lightning bolt. So then there's another book, and it says, this is Macy's. The store has so much. There are clothes, makeup, toys, and so much more. If you would like to go back, you can click the gift box. So then there's a 360 tour of this whole place. And then if we want to go back, we can just click the gift box. And then let's say we wanted to go to Apple next. And we click the crown. Let's read another one. The Apple Store. This is the Apple Store. As you can see, it's packed with so many people. Many people love to shop here. If you would like to go back, you can click the phone. So here's the 360 view picture. And then if we want to go back, we can click the phone. And then it takes you back to the entry. So then lastly, if we want to go ice skating, it says skate. This is the ice skating rink many people skate in. This is one of the main things in this mall. If you would like to go back, you can click the ice skater. So that is the project. And now you will learn how to make it. So to make a project, you're going to want to go into a class and then click Create CoSpace. After that, you go to 360 Image and get an empty scene. After it's loaded, you're going to want to go to Environment and click Edit. Then, what you should do is you can either search up 360 images or you can get your own. So, first, I'm going to get the parking place, which is the walking to the mall. And then I'm going to wait for that to load. And you're going to want to do that with every picture you have by creating a new scene. So once you create a new scene, you go again on an empty scene, and then you add in the picture again and add in as many pictures as you want. Once you have all your scenes uploaded, what you can do is you can name your scenes based on what they are, so whenever you're coding, it's easier to find them. You can start by your first place. So for me, that'd be parking. So if you just click it, it will open up. And then what you can do is you're gonna have to want something that, as you saw the books were, something that someone can click and they will learn about that place. So let's say we wanted to use books. So you can search it up. And you can do anything, but just make sure that you're able to tell what it is. And make it a bit bigger so that the person that's looking at your game can tell. So then after you're done with that, you can scale it, you can move it around, you can also customize it. But what you want to make sure that you do is you right click on the item, you go to code, and make sure you can use it in code blocks. So then, if you go to code and you go to code blocks, then that means that we can always use that item. So what we're going to do is when book is clicked, you want it to inform the player. So you're going to do this block, and what you can say is anything. So I'm going to say, enter or park your cars here. Parking your cars. So then what you can do is you can use this text to say anything you want just to inform them about that space. So after that, I said, here's where you park your cars and are able to walk to get to the entrance. So then what you're going to do is you're going to inform them what to click. Like in the other project, I said click flag to get to the entry. So what I'm going to do is say click the flag to get to the doors. What you do is you can do anything. Like instead of doors, you could do a person or something. But what I'm going to do is do the sign. And we're going to say this one. It says this way, that way. Sorry. And what you can also do to make it look more realistic is also add some people walking. So if we go to characters, we can add people all around so it looks like there are actually people going to shop there. So here I added 3 people, and then I also added the sign. The people you don't have to use in code blocks because we won't be using that. But the sign we will. So you're going to want to make sure that you turn it on using code blocks. So then when you go to the code, it's going to say the other code that you already put. So then you're going to want to say when the flag or sign is clicked, then you can change scenes. So when the text is clicked, this is the text. When the text is clicked, in control, there is a go-to scene. So we're going to want to say when the sign is clicked, you're going to want to go to the entrance. So enter. So let's try it. Let's read the book. And then when you click this, it will take you straight to the entrance. So then, after that, you're going to want to go to this icon, go to enter. And then what you can do is the same thing with the book and the sign, but you can put the book, and you can always customize the colors by doing this. So if you go here and you go to book, then once you resize it, scale it, move it around, then you can also customize the color by right-clicking, say material. You can do the cover and the label. So let's say I want to do it shades of blue and green, blue, and then let's do the label as green. But make sure that you turn code blocks on, because if you don't turn code blocks on, then your item won't show up here. So then, once again, you're going to do when block is clicked, and then put a text. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get 3 items. or how many ever based on the places you have. So I have the Apple Store, the ice skating rink, and Macy's. So I just need 3 items. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use, let's do you can do anything, but I'm just going to do stuff that relate to the place. So for Apple, I'm just going to do an iPhone. And if it's too crowded, you can always X some stuff out. And then what you can do so it doesn't blend in and it pops out is you can just customize the color. So let's say this will be a purple phone. And then the screen will be white. So then it actually pops out and you can see it. And you're gonna also want to make sure you turn on code blocks. And do this with 3 other items. So then, these are my 3 items that I have. And then I also have my book. So now, my order is a phone, a vase, and then the sleigh. So right now, I just have, here is the entryway. So then I'm going to say, if you would like to go to the Apple Store, then click the iPhone. If you would like to go to Macy's, then you can click the vase. And lastly, if you would like to ice skate, then click the sleigh. So then there are all the options. And what you're going to want to do is do when blank is clicked, then change to blank scene. So like, I'll show you an example. For the smartphone, when it's clicked, then I will want it to, change to the Apple Store. And then do that for the other 2 ones too. So then, once you've done all of that, what you can do is change to the next one, so the Apple Store. So once it loads, you're going to want to put another book in it and just talk about the Apple Store. What I did is I also got a computer out, and since that's related to Apple, and that has a way to get back to the entryway if you want to go to Macy's or ice skating after you're done. So what I'm going to do is do this, scale it, move it around so it looks nice. And then I'm going to using code blocks. And then I'm going to say when laptop is clicked, put that right in front. When the laptop is clicked, then you're going to want to go back to the scene of the entry. But people don't know what the laptop's for. So we can then add in at the end If you want to go back, then you can click laptop. So then people know that. We're going to move on to the next scene. So then repeat that process that you did of the book and whichever other item you want, or whichever two items you want, and just repeat that again. And do that for this ice skating rink and the Macy's. So after you've done everything, you can just go ahead and test it. So, you always want to make sure that you start on C number 1, which is the parking place. So if you go back, go to parking. And this is a simple version, but you can always add stuff in your imagination. So if we play it, read the book, click the flag to get to the doors, and then entryway. Let's say we want to go to Apple, then we click the phone. Let's say we want to just read, then we can click the laptop. And then if we want to go to Macy's, you can open the book and then go back using the gift box. And then lastly, you can click the sleigh to go to the ice skating rink. So that's how you make this Coast Places project. Thank you, and I hope you learn how to do it.